there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of All Things. So, Jamie, you want to know something?
What?
One of my favorite, even to this day, I mean, I don't watch it as much as I used to, but I have them. One of my favorite movies / cartoon characters was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nice.
Right? I mean, what's better than a, ninja turtle?
Right.
I mean, they're literally heroes in a half shell.
Turtle power.
Turtle power. You can either fight off a person, or worst case scenario, you could just tuck yourself inside your fortress, never have to deal with anybody ever again.
You know what's fun to think about that is their slogan was, heroes in a half shell, turtle power. Turtle is probably the least powerful animal that I would think of. That's what makes it so cool that these are ninjas fighting crime, and
they didn't have the slime in the sewer.
Shredder and all of that kind of stuff. They have to protect the city from the pizza eating rats. Also though, turtles not what I would expect.
No.
Not what I would expect. But I did learn some fun things about turtles.
So why are we talking about turtles today? Because we're talking about fortresses, and turtles literally have their fortress right on their back. Here's their shell. You're having a bad day, they can tuck themselves inside. You see someone mean coming, tuck yourself inside. You forgot to study for that big test, you just tuck yourself inside. You can literally hide away from the rest of the world for as long and as often as you want, because your fortress on your back, and it goes right with you
wherever you go. You know what's fun though is that a lot of times in cartoons and whatnot, they'll show a picture of a turtle running away and leaving its shell behind. That is not possible. Nope. They are literally stuck with their fortress on their back. And this fortress can be made up of 60 different bones.
Ooh.
And these tough plates called scoots.
Now that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
also,
turtles just keep getting cooler.
I was gonna say, also it makes me think twice before I'm gonna tap a turtle on its shell. I would be annoyed if somebody tapped me on my arm or something like that. And so probably should be a little kinder to turtles. But also, did you know that this shell is essentially a rib cage that protects the turtle's body, because the turtle's body itself, very soft.
Yeah.
Very soft. And no matter what, they can pull themselves into their shell, but only some turtles can pull all their arms and legs and their head in. Others have to pull their head in sideways. Ooh. So not every single turtle can do the whole turtling thing to get themselves in. But the turtle shell is really, really cool, and a very strong fortress to protect them against predators and the different types of weather maybe that would come their way, and it helps keep them safe.
Yeah, that kind of protection is definitely going to come in handy, right?
Yeah.
I would love that kind of protection. However, carrying around a shell on my back would maybe look kind of silly. But the good news is that you do have a fortress. We do.
That you get to take around with you.
And it's way bigger than a shell that is on your back and,
that you tuck yourself into. Psalm 18 verse 2 says, "The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge."
So just like God gave the turtle its fortress to wear on its back and to protect it in dangerous situations, God has also given you a fortress to protect you in situations that might be a bad day, or a bully coming, or you forgot to study for a big test, or you're worried, or you're anxious. God has given you a fortress, and He is bigger than any kind of shell that could offer protection to anything here on earth. So, having a bad day? Call on God. See someone coming at you that might not be the greatest person for you in your life? Call on God. Forget to study for a test or feel ill-equipped for something? Call on God. He's a fortress that is there for you 24/7.
And while He might not be able to physically shield you from every little thing that is going to come your way, He promises that you will never walk through it alone. And He is with you step by step every day as you walk through whatever it is that you might be walking through.
And good news, just like a turtle shell goes everywhere with the turtle, God goes with you everywhere you go too.
Doesn't get much better than that.
So, all right, well, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time as we take a closer look at God in all things.